Hello again, this is Madan. In this demo, we are going to add a details page to our page and we will also improve our navigation links. So let's head over to our project and we are going to add a link to the name of the page, and when that link is clicked, then it is uh, going to open a new page called details page for that page. So let's head over to our index action, views page and index, and let's add a link to the name of the page. So here I'm going to add a link ASP action details ASP controller page controller, and we are going to pass the ID of the page as a parameter. So ASP route dash id, name of the parameter, is equal to page dot id. Let's got this from here, put this name here, save it, and let's head over to our project and refresh, and we have got the link here, and the link is pointing to the details section of the page controller, and we have passed id as a parameter. You can see that at the bottom of the browser. And also this, we have added link to the page, so which is a public page. Any logged in user or anonymous user can visit and click on this link. Also, we are going to add detailed links on my page so that the user can click on their user can view the details of their page as well. So let's head over to the my page, and again here we are going to add a link to the name. So let's add an anchor tag here, /a, and ASP action equal to details ASP controller equal to page controller ASP route, and the name of the parameter id equal to @page.id. Save this, head over to the project and refresh. Now we have got the details link on the name of the page, which is pointing to the details section of the page controller with the id parameter passed. So let's head over to the details section of the page controller. So here we have a details action, and it is going to receive the id as a parameter. So let's make this small id, and let's make this small id, and same here id. Oops, this is the id, this one id, this name route id. The id should match with the parameter of the controller so that the method can accept that value, otherwise it won't. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to create the view, because the details action returns the view whose name should be detail. So let's, and we have already, it turns out that we have already created details view here, and it contains the details about the pet. So let's head over to the project, refresh once, and it seems like we made an error here. So let's see, let's try to fix the error first. It's on mypairs.cshtml, mypairs.cshtml, and this is the id of the pet, the property of the model pet, so it is the capital id. Let's refresh, and go to the pet page and click on done, and we are taken back to the pet details page with the details of the pet. Let's head over to the main page and click on my pets link, so the user can view their pets, and when they click on their pet, then they will get the details of their pets as well. The next thing is we want to fix our navigation links here. So this here we have got the link to add a new page on the page/index page, which is a public page, and the public cannot create a page in our system. Only the logged in registered user can create their page, but in our my page there is no link to add a page. So what we are going to do is we are going to move this add new page link from this page to my page view. So let's head over to our index page, and here is the link to create the button to add the new page. So let's cut this from here, and let's head over to my page view, and I want to create a one div here. So let's create div class equal to row, and let's put it here. Oh, we already have div. Let's remove this. Just div class equal to row, and let's head over to the project and refresh. So we got the new page link in our my page view, but we don't have a link in a new page link in our page view, so that the anonymous user doesn't get the link to add a new page. I want to put this button to the right of the page, so let's head over and add a class called pull right. This is the bootstrap class that pulls the HTML elements to the right of the page. Now let's head over, refresh, and it is in its place now. Oops. The next thing is that when we click on MVC demo, we are redirected back to this blank page. So when the user click on the MVC demo, the main icon of the application, then I want them to redirect back to our pets controller index action. So let's fix this link. Those links are placed in layout.css HTML file. So let's head over to the layout.css HTML file, and when user click on MVC demo, let's change this to page manager, and when they click on page manager, we want to redirect them to the page index action of the page controller. And let's say when the user click on home link, then we again want them to redirect back to the index section of the page controller. And let's remove these two link from here, about and contact. Let's save this, and again let's change this name to page manager. Let's save it. And another thing, let's first refresh our application and see. Now when the user click on page manager, they will be taken back to the index section of the page controller. When they click on the home, same thing here. When they click on my page, they get to go to their page containing their pets, and when they click on add new pet, they get the new form to add their pet. And another thing is, when we first time load our application, and when our route is the base route of our application, that is localhost and the port number, then we are taken back to the index section of the home controller. So we want to change this default link, that is when we first load our application, then we want to redirect to index section of the pet controller. So let's change the default route. Let's head over to startup, and here the default route points to the index section of the home controller, but we want to point that to the pet controller and index section. So with this, let's refresh our page. The server is starting up. And now when we load when we go to the base path of our application, then we will see our we will redirect it back to the index section of our pet controller. And next thing I want to do is I want to add a new button here. Actually not here, I want to add a new button to the uh, details view of the pet. So let's head over to the pet details page, and let's add a new button here. Let's add a new row here, d class equal to row, and let's add a new button class btn dash primary, and let's pull right, and let's change this button to a link, and asp action equal to new, let's say asp controller equal to watch list, and add to watch list. Let's see watch list. Of course we don't have watch list controller, but we are going to create the watch list controller shortly, maybe in another demo. So what this block of code does is it adds a new link here, and when the user click on the add to watch list, then that pet will be added to their watch list. So first let's got this from here and put it here and save it, refresh. And in the another demo we are going to add a feature to add the pet to the user watch list. So this is the end of this demo. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.